Hey you guys, it's Crystal from the Abundantly Blessed Homestead. Just a really quick note before the video starts. This is going to be one of my longer videos. This is a day in the life. This day was a crazy day. There's no way I can trim it down. I've tried to trim it down as much as I can. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like these day in the life videos, give it a thumbs up and I'll keep making more. I hope you guys enjoy it. Good morning, you guys. It's Crystal from the Abundantly Blessed Homestead, where we use the wisdom of our ancestors to make amazing, nourishing, delicious meals for our family and grow some of our own food. This is a requested video. There are several of you that wanted to see a day in the life of me. So I'm going to be taking you guys around today. I just woke up. That's why my voice is like it is. I even did my hair for you guys. Usually my hair is not done. But I will say that this is the nicest my hair is going to look all day. So, enjoy it. I'm also in my farm clothes. So yes, my shirt has a few holes in it. It might be stained because, well, we're going to be doing chores and life is normal here on the farm. So anyway, it is 7 in the morning. I've actually been up for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to eat for breakfast because the kids get up between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. This is my plan. My plan is muffins, leftover muffins. Imagine that. There's only 7. So this one's my this one is my cinnamon roll muffin. The rest are my pear sauce muffins. And so I'm actually going to make a topping for them. I make this topping here and there, but it makes them so much better. Okay, so quick topping for a lot of my breakfast muffins here on the channel is organic cream cheese into the bowl here, and then we're going to go ahead and add kefir and a little bit of honey. A little bit of kefir, I just add enough to make it so I can smush the mixture around and make it kind of thick, but not too thick, if that makes sense. That's probably about a teaspoon of honey. Okay, so there's the topping, ready to go on top of the muffins for breakfast. Okay, now I'm going to spend some time tidying out my kitchen before the kids get up. I am totally guilty of going to bed with a dirty kitchen. There are some nights where I'm just totally exhausted and have nothing left, and I just leave it till the next day, which is not really the nicest thing to wake up to, but here we go anyway. Time to let out the chickens for the morning. I've got to check on the chicks and feed them, and I got a little gosling in here. Okay, so next thing on the list is mixing my own grain for my meat birds. All around my house I have lots of notebooks. This is a binder I put together with all my homestead notes, so it has all of my feed recipes in it. How long it takes to grow chickens, when I usually order them, what I feed my egg layers, what you could feed turkeys. It's all my homemade mixes, and my entire percent protein chart, how to calculate your protein in your feed. If you don't know how to do that, I can leave a link down below. I've got videos that teach you exactly how to do all of that. Anyway, I have to mix as much as I can this morning. It's looking like about 75 pounds. So anyway, I'm going to take you guys along for that. So let's get started. Oh, and I store all of my feed in our storage shed, so it's going to be a mess. Okay, so that is how you mix 25 pounds of feed. I don't know if I'm going to show you all that or not, but plus 25 pounds, I got to do this 2 more times. And this will just last me until probably tonight, where I'll mix the rest of the grain. Unless I have time to do it this morning, but I might be getting a phone call from the post office with more chicks coming in this morning. Okay, you guys, so the 75 pounds of feed is mixed. I put it into the metal trash can, mix it all together. It's ready to feed to the birds. It's time to go wake up some kids because fast forward 30 minutes of mixing feed. Now the post office has called me and I've got chicks coming in, so we've got to get going. Guys, it's time to wake up. We got chicks at the post office. So quick breakfast time here. Muffin. Topping. And then I'm going to serve this with a glass of raw milk kefir. And I forgot to mention we have to go pick up feed as well this morning, or grain, more grain for our chickens. So it is a little crazy. Okay, it doesn't have to be dirty. Okay. Is it good? Okay, it is time for cod liver oil. I always give it every morning, and I always give it with some kefir so they can wash it down. Grayson's gonna go first. All right, Grace. William, it's your turn. Big boy. Maybe it's your turn. And I'm still missing 2 kids, so I better go find them.
I want mine.
There you go. Cod liver oil. Good. Cod liver oil given. Check. Okay, my quick breakfast. Every day, 3 times a day for my cavities, I'm taking the fermented butter and cod liver oil mix. And some kefir. Breakfast of champions. Loading feed bags to go get feed from the farmer. Okay, so I just finished loading a couple 100 pounds of grain in the back of our car here at the farmer. There it all is. And now we are off to the post office to pick up our chicks. All right, so we picked up the chicks from the post office. Now we're going to head home and start into chores for the morning. All right, so we ordered 15 New Hampshire chicks. So we're going to go ahead and get them into the brooder, dip their deep beaks in the water, show them where the food is, all the good stuff, and get them set up. That's the first chore of the day. Okay, so Nevaeh is going to work on this project, and I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, it is time to feed the meat birds. Let's get this done. It's actually, just for a little time mark, it is 10 a.m., so I've been recording my life for about 4 hours. Okay, so that's the first 50. Nevaeh comes behind me and she fills up the waters for the day. They've gotten their food, they've gotten their grit, and now I have to go feed the next 50. Gotta give them some grit. Next is taking this empty bucket, going and filling it up, and we're going to soak it for the next day. So just to answer a few questions, yes, our chicken tractors are made out of PVC. Yes, I built them myself. Yes, they were very inexpensive to build. And yes, we move the birds every other day. As the meat birds get a little bigger, we'll have to move them every day and sometimes twice a day towards the end. But that is all about our chicken tractors. If you'd like to know more, if you'd like me to make a video taking a closer look at those chicken tractors, leave a comment down below. I will make that video for you.
I need one apple. I don't have apple.
Are you going to have an apple for snack later?
No, not.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Did mommy squirt you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So if you guys are interested in how I soak and ferment my chicken feed so I can feed my chickens less food and it's more nourishing for them, comment down below. I will also make that video.
You're gonna let them all out?
Yeah. So we're just going to grab the collars. Ready? So, grab his collar. Okay, there's your two. Come here, butter. Let's go. Come on, Hammer. Leave us alone. Come on, let's go. Okay, so we tether our goats right now. As our herd grows, we will be investing in some electric fence. But for right now, we just tether them out. And it's looking like I got to move stakes today, so we'll record that as well. Okay, so the way we do tethering is I stick a chunk of PVC that's 6 foot with a rope through it. And it's just tied out to one of these dog stakes in the ground. That way the goat can't technically get tangled with their own rope and they learn to step over the rope. Right there probably, huh? Right there? So while I'm waiting, Bree went to go get me a sledgehammer so I can hammer that stake on in. Nevaeh goes behind us and she waters all of the animals. So each one of these animals have their own container for water. And she will be bringing that water out and getting them watered. I also wanted to say that not all of my mornings are this crazy before 11 o'clock. It just so happened the chicks came today, and it just so happened I needed to mix grain for my meat birds, and it just so happened that the grain was almost out for our egg layers, and so I had to go pick that up. So not all of my days are this crazy. Just so happens this one is.
Yeah.
Okay, next on the list is unloading 400 pounds of grain out of my car, taking it over here to where we store our grain, and mixing grain from egg layers. Okay, so once again, I have my Homestead Notes booklet here. It's got my recipe in it for my egg layers, as far as what I'm going to be mixing feed. I told you my hair was just going to get more wild as the day goes on. So I'm officially very sweaty, very hot. It's 90 degrees out here. I've mixed 300 pounds of feed. I have 100 pounds left to do. I'm going to press through and get it done. Okay, so I'm inside now. We mixed 300 pounds of layer feed and 100 pounds of chick starter. And it's noon now. As a little time stamp, it's noon, so it's time to make lunch. Okay, so here we are at lunch. I made a chicken salad sandwich with leftover canned chicken from last night. It was approximately 2 cups. leftover mayonnaise from last night, which is probably about 3/4 of a cup, and 3/4 of a cup of homemade Thousand Island dressing that I use on my double arches casserole. Anyway, dumped it all together, chopped up an apple, chopped up some raw cheese, sprinkled a little bit of dill weed on it. Here it is. Okay, and then a side of sliced carrots. There you are. And that's lunch. Okay, so it's currently 1 o'clock. We're going to finish our lunch. And then we're actually going to be headed over to a friend's house later on this afternoon to go swimming. So I'm not going to record any of that. We do have a fun, relaxing afternoon. Typically between the hours of noon and 3, we try to stay out of the sun so we don't have to have sunscreen on our skin. So anyway, we're going to be gone, so I'm going to need to start supper now. So I'll take you through that. Okay, so I have my Instant Pot here, and I marinated a pork roast. I'm just going to put it in there with all of the marinated juices. And I'm going to set it. I should have set it to slow cook this morning, but you guys have seen my morning. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we are going to go ahead and set it for 1 hour. Okay, so that Instant Pot is set. I'm going to turn the camera off now, and I'll bring you guys back when we arrive back home from our friend's house. We're going to go over and go swimming, so I'll see you guys then. Okay, well, you guys, I'm not going to be able to show dinner tonight because we ended up staying for dinner at the friend's house. We had a pool. Thank you so much, Samantha. Anyway, so that was dinner. So now all that's left is chores tonight. So let's go ahead and take you guys around to do that. Okay, so the first chore is to check on the chickens, the little chicks, and make sure they're doing okay. And give them some more food. They all look okay. There's one little gosling in the back. It's like, where's Waldo? And Grayson's going to take over. She's checking the chicks for pasty butt. Looks like Bethany is going to help as well. Okay, so here we are again, feeding the meat birds. And once again, Nevaeh will be coming down with water to fill all their waters. Now on to the other 50. Had to give him some grit. Okay, so Graceland's gone collecting eggs. So that can be checked off the list, right, Grace? Mm-hmm. So there's one less chore tonight because we ended up staying late at our friend's house, so our goats did not go back out to pasture. Had they been out on pasture all day, or had they come home earlier and put them out to pasture, we would obviously have to put them away tonight. So that's one less chore, but I'm really, really grateful for good friends, good food, and a break after today. Okay, so now we move our energy indoors to start cleaning up. The girls are helping me clean up the kitchen. They usually handle the dishes and loading the dishwasher, that sort of thing. And I need to unload this dehydrator that's over here. It has onion tops that I diced into smaller pieces. And I'm going to empty them all into this large bowl, and then I'm going to blend them into a powder. Okay, now I'm going to load it into my Blend-Tec. It's just stained, guys. It's not dirty. Blender here. I'm going to turn it into a powder. And we use this powder just like onion powder. It's just green. It's a great way to use up some onion tops from trimming back your onions. And my husband actually likes the flavor of the green onion more than the yellow or white cooking onion. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this into a food saver type bag, vacuum seal it. And then it will be shelf stable for whenever I need onion powder. And don't want quite a yellow onion punch. I can use green onions essentially in a powder form. The last thing on my list tonight, other than getting all of the kids ready for bed and myself into the shower and ready for bed, is to go ahead and strain my milk kefir for tomorrow morning's breakfast. We prefer to drink our milk kefir cold, which means straining it the night before. If you don't know how to make your own milk kefir, I do have a video on it. It was like one of my first videos, probably one of the first 5 videos I ever made. It's a step-by-step. It's super easy. If I can do it with my crazy life, you can fit it into your life as well. It's really easy. It's nourishing. It's a super big boost to your gut, and it's an amazing probiotic milk that you can drink. Okay, you guys, you've made it to the end of my day in the life video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, you guys. We're only 30 people away from reaching 1,000 subscribers. I can't even believe it, guys. All right, thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.